Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and it's another day of dephemerember. It is December 20th, so we are on prompt, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Prompt 11, which is coming out on the 20th of the 16 prompts, and it's recycled fairy. And the reason I'm numbering them that way is so you can easily see my videos in order is why I did it that way, and you won't think you're missing some. So recycled fairy, I think we pretty much know what recycled means and what fairy means, right? And I mean, recycled, technically it's like taking the old stuff and making it into something new, like, you know, bringing it down. Fine, you know I have it on here. You know I do. Let's see. To treat or process so as to make suitable for reuse. Recycling paper to save trees, to alter or adapt for new use without changing the essential form of or nature of the old factories being recycled as a theater. Or, you know, reusing it. So, I'm going to be reusing some book pages, and also in my search for fairy information, I looked up first photos of fairy for some reason, and that brought me to the, what were they called? The Cotting something. Anyway, these girls had created some pictures with fairies so that they wouldn't get in trouble for being out so long and getting so dirty. And even when they did finally admit that they, because it took a long time for them to be like, for people to even figure out that they were fakes, I think. And then when they did, they were like, well, yeah, they were all fake except for the fifth one. I'll show you the fifth one. Oh, and then I will link the 5-minute history page in case you want to just look at that real quick. But they said that the fifth one, which is this one, was not fake. And if it was, they sure had some good photography skills back in the, was it 19... You'd think I'd know my facts, but I don't. January 4th. It must say somewhere. It was in the early 1900s. But they even had Sir Arthur Conan Doyle fooled, which is why I had this page I printed out. And in 1983 is when they finally came clean and said that, yes, they made up the fairies. Using their, well, one of them, their fathers, and so it was two cousins. The Cottingley fairies or something like that. So I thought that I would go ahead and use these pictures from the article that I found, or maybe it was Wikipedia. You'd think that I would write down my sources. I did for the 5-minute history, but not for these. So this is a simplified version of what I'm going to make today, and I may or may not use paint, but I'm definitely going to be, because I don't know where the other ones are. They're somewhere in my stash. But the only reason this doesn't have a pocket here is because I just wanted to keep that paper intact. So it's going to be similar to this, but very different. So first I'm going to start with, oh, and you're going to want some stamps, stencils, washi tape, whatever you like, little tags, I don't know, whatever it is that will make you happy to create. And you also might want some backing paper if you want some writing. The first person I saw make this was Gail Augustinelli, and she did it on her Patreon, so I don't do it exactly how she did it because that wouldn't be fair, because her Patreon is exclusive content. So I changed it up and I do it my way, because that's also how I do it. And I've also got these brayer off sheets that are labels that I can use as washi. I have them out. Whether I remember to use them or not is another question, but if I do, probably, oh, I don't know which ones I would use, not the purple ones. Something between these three. Alright. And if you have any like decorative tape that you've made, or you like, old looking washi tape, because I know some people have that stuff that they've made, and scraps are good. So we're starting with, oh crud, I didn't put that in water last night. I had a feeling I didn't. Alright, so we're starting with book page. And I'm going to start with something pretty simple. Alright, so normally what I do when I make these is I just take like a piece like this and I fold it in half. And ideally what will happen is it could either be, you know, a page in a journal, or you could glue it to a page and have it be a tuck spot or a side pocket or a top pocket. And then it would open up, and then we're going to have more pockets inside and out, and some writing space and decoration and whatnot. So if I use this one, I'll be able to show you maybe how I would go about covering up this, whether I use gesso or whatever. And then, or you could just use like a double book page like this and have it be bigger. The size doesn't matter. You can make it whatever size you want. I think if I were going to use this, I would fold it so that this is the outside, since that's the part that's going to get glued down anyway. And then I could just glue something on there to decorate that. If you have vellum, you'll want to use vellum for a pocket if you don't want to hide your picture. And let's see, this one I think I was going to fold this way. I don't know, I'm only going to actually fully make one, but I kind of want you to see also, if you wanted to make different ones, like say your book page was like this and you didn't want your picture to be sideways, well, that's easy too. You could just keep it like this. That could be your inside or your outside, and just either gesso or put some writing paper over the words. So it doesn't have to be like this. It can go like this, and you could still put it on as a pocket, and it would flip up, and you can have more pockets, writing space, whatever you want in there. But it's, you know, reusing or recycling, or, you know, taking old books and using them in your journal. That's what it's all about. So, and you don't need to thicken it. It's thick enough for what you're going to use it for. I'm not worried about covering up bits that I have in here, so I will be putting pockets in here. And not using vellum, because I don't know where my vellum is. And if you don't have vellum, you could try, and you still want to be able to see through a little bit, you could try using some strong tissue paper, but it needs to be like heavy, wet strength tissue paper, or like the Tim Holtz paper might be strong enough. Oh, that's like the collage paper that he has might be somewhat strong enough, especially if you were to like fold it over to reinforce it or something. I don't know. Ooh, you know what you could do to reinforce it? I'm so insane. All right, so you want, say you want to be able to see through it, but you don't want it shiny. So you just put some clear tape on the back, and you can still see through it, and it's strong and it's not shiny. Oh, I feel brilliant at the moment. Never thought about doing something like that. See, you don't have to have vellum. You just have to have rude sounding tape and some tissue paper. I mean, you could even like ink up your tissue. If it's wrinkled, oh well, that was just grungy. It looks just fine like that. It's all good in the neighborhood. Let me cut that off. Alright, so I'm going to fold it where the tape is pretty much, if I can get it to fold. And I'm going to make it like a little pocket on the end here. Little side tuck happening over here. And then we can still see the leaves. And I have an extra place to tuck stuff. So, I still can't find my art glitter glue. And if art glitter glue doesn't work on the tape, we will just... Seriously? Did I double check to make sure that this wasn't a already clogged up thing? No, I didn't. I just put the glue in there and hope for the best. Alright, so like my husband just gave me the mail, and like, you know, someone knows really well when they write fa la 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 on the back of the card. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. That gave me a chuckle. I'm feeling loved. Isn't that gorgeous? And also that, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and the sentiments inside. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I had to wipe my tears. Let me work on this glue cap again, because apparently there was a reason I was not using that glue bottle, and it was because it was totally stopped up. I don't have the energy for this. Okay, so I used art glitter glue to glue that on. And hopefully that will stay. If it doesn't, then I will actually know where my Fabri-Tac is. But if that doesn't work, I'll use Fabri-Tac. But right now, seems to be working. So, that is how you... Yeah, I'm pretty excited about figuring that away. Now, if you don't have the big tape, or like if you have any kind of clear sticky stuff, but also if you want a clear pocket, you could also use like the stuff that Louisa uses, the transparency stuff that you could then, you know, ink and whatnot. So, you know, there's that. I think I want to put this as like just like a little triangle kind of a thing. So I'm just gonna be a little kind of a pocket. I think I was going to go the other way, but that works too. Okay, and we have ink. I think I figured out a big reason why keeping my studio clean is so difficult. So I paused to look for my ink and then also pulled out like all these scraps. And I always pull out way more than what I'm going to need for what I'm doing. Okay, just turning this into a little pocket over here. And I may come through and, well, I don't really need to make journaling space because the pieces I have that have words are already, you know, they're already backed. But what I might want to do is, you know, back it with something else so that it's a little bit less, what's the word I want? Busy, maybe? I don't know. So... And also, I may want to put my little bits on bigger bits. And then this one may just end up being like in the pocket, like, or, you know, if that's a tuck, then I'll put it like that. Because I kind of want that one to be the bigger piece, because this is the one they say wasn't real. Although, you know, they do kind of look like figurines that have somehow... I can see how they could have, if, you know... Because the one cousin, their father was a photographer. So, you know, there was that. Alright, but the pictures. I do want to put the pictures on some things, and I want to... Oh, and then there were also, in that 5-minute fairy thing, there were some quotes, which is nice. And I might even just put this right on here as part of the decoration. And so I'll want something back here. So I like the leaves showing through there, but I don't necessarily need the sideways words here. This is just from one of my gel plate prints. Let's see, if I put this down here, and then I can put that there. I like that line showing there. And could even do like this. Well, actually, that could even go there. I mean, well, the leaves still show a little bit behind it. And I could make that a little bit smaller. Let's see. Oh, I can cut off. So I don't need that much grass on there. Alright, so I'm going to decorate the background. Generally I use some stamping, stenciling, and stamping when I do this. So let me grab out my brand new stamp. Oh my goodness, this is my very first stamp design, just so you know. So I'm very excited about it. Also, since I got some new stencils, let's see what I might want to use on here. Actually, I kind of like that one. This one is... Of course the page is right. Nope, how there's a page for it. Well, it had to have been in there, but it's one of Rhonda Dona's stencils from PM Artist Studio. Yeah, I think I want to use that one. I think that would be nice as a background. And I'm excited to use... oh, I should go back and use this on the robot mushrooms. The stencil. It's, what is it? Stencils. Industrial graffiti. What it is. That would work nicely on that page. Alright, but we're going to use this one. And basically, I just want to get some background stenciling. And I might even just do the brown. this, even though it says coffee, it's actually ground espresso is what I've re-inked it with. So we'll do that. Sometimes I'll do a color, sometimes I'll just do a neutral. There's really no rhyme or reason for any of it. Oops. And I usually don't do all over, but because I'm going to be covering a lot of that, I did just go ahead and do it all over on that. And go ahead and do it in here as well. The only place that I try to avoid when I'm doing stenciling like this is the actual pictures. So like the leaves and stuff and the pictures, I will pretty much go around those. But it gives a little bit more interest to the other parts. Oh, I love this stencil. Okay. Which is nice. Oh my goodness. And then I think I want to use the Twilight. Clear Versafine Twilight. I really like a blue. And, okay, trying out this one. I basically, instead of having 3 stencils come out, I wanted a stamp to come out finally. So I have like we share a Dropbox, Mariah and I at PM Motor Studio. And so I told her to just go ahead and pick her favorite. And this was her favorite. I can't remember what she calls it. Like my idea for it when I made it was a wing. So it kind of works nicely here as a decoration, especially when we're talking about fairies. So I thought, you know, why not use it here and there. I missed a spot. That's because I have it on top of other stuff. That's definitely user error. It has nothing to do with the stamp itself. These stamps, the foam stamps, I love the foam stamps. I really do. Alright, do a little bit of this on the front somewhere. It's like a 3rd generation now. And it's still inking up pretty good. So yeah, I'm excited. I've got a stamp now of my design. That's always exciting. Y'all, it's just so fun to design things. It was definitely a learning experience because I gotta tell ya, designing stencils is not the same thing as designing digitals. There's a whole other thing that has to happen in your brain that you may or may never figure out. Where's that piece I was gonna use? Right here. Okay. Kind of want to save a little bit of it for elsewhere, because if I have it on one part, I kind of want to have it on another part as well. And now that we have that wing there, that can act as some decoration. And my husband's in he's in the room right next to me. Fortunately, there's a door on that room. So he's doing some kind of education for work, and my son is making his lunch upstairs. So that's what all that noise is. And I'm in a room that is like open to the rest of the house. Like I'm downstairs, and in front of me I can see the stairs that go upstairs. So yeah, there's that. Whoops, that was way too much. So yeah, you just take oh my goodness, a book page, and then fold it in half and add your pockets, add some washi. We were going to add some washi, right? Oh, but we were going to probably add you know, I had them out to use, and oh, there they are. So now we know we have some navy blue in here and kind of some red. So maybe I'll take some of this one. Might be good. Let's see, this one maybe. Oh, scissors, because I don't want to use it as a I want to use it like washi tape, so I'm kind of making it thinner like washi tape would be. Of course, I could have cut off the ends instead of, I just didn't want the rounded corner, you know. Let's see. If it starts to come off, I'll come back in and add some glue. Oh my goodness, come on. Come on. I have no, I don't have fingernails. That's just a misnomer. Oh wait, I think I trimmed my nails. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, there's white on there. That's making that hard to see where the end was. No, there wasn't white on there. That was just me fooling myself. Alright, do a little piece down here. And maybe a little piece on the front. And let's see, I did some stamping. I might want to do some more stamping here, like flowers. Where's my... That's flowers, okay. Like one of my tall flowers maybe, or mushrooms. Mushrooms seem to have a lot to do with fairies, as do flowers. I almost want to come through and like cut off the name. I don't mind the name, but I don't love having the name on there either. I'm like, I had this. Let's just do this in black. When I found these at the thrift store, I was so happy because I was just like, yay, tall skinny things, because that was stamps, tall skinny stamps, because that was around the time that, I hate when that happens, but I can live with it, because, you know, grungy, that just makes it look more grungy, because Roxy Creations was doing some long skinny tags, and so I was real happy to find that. I don't need anything quite as tall there. I had some stamps over here that I was maybe going to use yesterday that I never did, but I didn't. Let's see. I don't need writing space on here, right? Because I already said why, because I have these that I'm going to put in here. But if I wanted to put writing space, that's what I would do, is I would just use paint or glue down some paper where there's words. But I think that there will work. And then also we have the quote. And yes, these are really white, and that's okay. I think what I will do is find a stencil that just has like a small, just do it lightly. That's all. Just to give it some color, and then I don't, you know, it gives it something, and you can almost see the pattern, but not quite. It works for me. And then if I do them all the same, all the better. If I would just put the stuff back in the same place every time, it would save myself so much headache. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And then I'm just flipping that over, so I start with the same size circles that I ended with, basically. And do I want to do this one too? Sure, why not? There we go. Do it a little bit more here and there. Yeah, I can't even tell, but it is at least not as white as it was. And add some more pattern. We like that. Oh, that's right, he did say he was going to bake that in the oven today. He's doing something with potatoes and hamburger or something. Wasn't I putting this up here? That looks blue. I thought I printed it. Oh, maybe that one I had blue. It's hard to tell sometimes. I'll put this down here, but I want a little something up here. Maybe... These are from one of what's her name? Barbara's kits. Alright, what if I don't want to block anything too much, but that could just go there too. Or, oh, I was thinking of doing a tab. Yep, my brain goes all over the place. It's what it does. So I was thinking of putting a tab on here so we know that it opens. Then I can just kind of add that on there too, and then maybe take off some of the paper back here. This is just from the book spine of a book, because I save those and eventually someday try to use them. There we go. So that more of the green can show through. And a little something over this, like maybe even, because we've got denim elsewhere in the book, so denim, and there's navy blue on this, so that could work. How am I going to put it on there, you ask? Well, first of all, I'm going to take off as much of this as I can. I'm going to use a stapler. I'm just going to try to make sure that the staples are as far in here as possible. I'm even going to fold that up a little bit, just so I don't block that pocket too much. So that's what I'm going to do, and hope that it's a staple that's long enough to go all the way through. Another one for good luck. There we go. Now we have a little tab, and it just goes in about a little ways on this side. Oh, also it barely hits the other side, so while it sort of holds that in there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little bit of extra hold over here with some Fabri-Tac. That's what I'm gonna do. And it's folded in half. I mean, folded up just to give it a, well, I don't know why. Why would I need a clean edge? I don't. I really and truly don't. I want to put this somewhere in here. You know, I like this. All right. Then I was putting this in here somewhere. Doesn't fit there. Where's the other piece that oh, the other thing was just a poem, but then I lose all my leaves back there, and I kind of don't want to do that. Oh, I'm going to think I'll put that there. It covers part of the pocket. There we go. Getting stuff everywhere, that's fun. That's why I use blue pages, so you don't get it all over your, oh my goodness. Otherwise you stick to everything. I don't need to be sticking to everything. Alright. And I need to turn these into little tags so they can go into their pockets. Ooh, I could even use, this would be pretty as a backdrop on here. Oh, would it be weird to have one of these in? No, it wouldn't. We're gonna do it and do it. So I don't know if I've said welcome all my new subscribers. I mean, I think I did at some point, but then there's been more, and welcome. So happy to have you here. And if you haven't subscribed, you know it's free, right? And it helps creators, it helps YouTube to know what people like and all the things. And it's just a really nice thing to do. Just hit the subscribe button. I don't really have a schedule per se, because of my energy levels. Sometimes I can batch make some videos and get a bunch out in a week, and sometimes I can only get one a day, and with, you know, everybody home all the time, that makes it a little bit challenging. So there's that. Let's see, that was the 5th one, and I have the big picture for that. So where are the other 2? Or we could just take this. Oh my goodness. And just cut that out. And sometimes I don't finish my thought, so if I'm watching back and I'm like, oh, I should have finished that thought, sometimes you'll find a comment pinned where I finished my thought. So, you know, that's where you can look to find those. I just thought this was kind of a pretty background for these, since it's kind of a sepia kind of a thing happening there. Whoops, that was not what I wanted. I don't need it to be perfect. I just would like it to be, you know, not go that far off the deep end, if you knew what I mean. And I might back this so that it can be written on. And is it, oh, I didn't even check to see it would fit in the pocket, did I? Yes, it should. It should fit. Well, not there, it won't, because I glued that thing down. How about the other side? I glued it down over here too. So what do you do when you do that? Well, you just cut it, that's all. But what is happening? There we go. That's alright. I can just go ahead and cut that washi tape. Nope, smaller scissors would be better. Skinnier. At least these. Yep. Welcome to my messy desk. And if you're ever watching one of my videos, regular videos, sometimes at the end you'll get mumblings of a messy maker, because I just clean up my desk and mumble along, and actually a little more relaxed when I do that. There we go. When you oh good, it fits. Yay, it fits. We're so happy. And something in this corner here. Where is the other? We could add mushroom, because fairies and mushrooms. That might be cute right there. And you know, because there's a mushroom just floating on my desk. I found it in my scraps, I think, when I was looking for things. And now it's showing up right here. And we'll just put it right there, because why not? Okay, oh, here's one. And just need to give it a backing. And since we have some oranges and stuff here, it does not make any sense just because this is so, but you know what? We just might do it anyway. Or we might not. I don't know. Let's see. We've got these. Oh, this has leaves on it. This better? Alright, I was thinking these worked with the colors, but now that I've done this, I kind of need, oh wait, one of these might work. What about this somewhere? Alright, I'm just going to put this on this, which is on, I think it's on 32 pound, and that's strong enough for me for my you know, just keeping it in a pocket. Some people like to strengthen it much more than that. You do you. This is my book that I poke holes in. There's all kinds of holes on that page. Also, I've had the cover off my glue for too long, and now it hates me. Alright. There we go. Keeping it with the neutral colors. And then that can just kind of stick in that pocket, which I... see if this will work. There we go. I just need a little more room in that pocket, basically. Okay, got fairy pictures. We've got that. We have this pocket. Oh, I've got the what is it? All right, this is probably going to go in the back of it on the page. That was the 5th one. And here is the article about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, got a little bit of something on it. That's all right. This is why I make grungy stuff. I have no choice. The choice was taken from me when I became a crafter, because why? I don't, oh, because there was stuff on this stamp that I did because I didn't wipe it off like like a good person would. Like, I just didn't. All right. Oh, this might be cool on the other side of that. So I think I'll put this here, but I'm going to put this on the back, I think. Or not. We have one more fairy picture in here, because weren't there 5? 5. I was thinking about sticking the 5 on there too. Alright, on the top of, or on the side of this, which would be the top when I put it in the, yeah, I think it's going to go in this way. I'm just going to, I've got this, which I think it's called floral, it's kind of some kind of floral tape or something. And it's a little bit, it does not take ink super well, just because it's kind of plasticky. And so I don't know where else to get it where it's not plasticky, but I'd like to. Alright. Oops, that's not where I wanted that. I wanted that behind. There we go. And maybe to the right a little bit more. I don't know where I want it. Oh my word. Seriously? Let's come off the page a little bit with that. And let's add some more glue to that. Don't worry. I'm going to be adding a staple in there for the 5. And add this little flower from the free printable. I think that was part of one of the printables for the what is it called? The thing where you put the thing. The thing at the beginning. Seriously, the little folio. Is it a folio? It was part of one of theirs for this thing that opens up and whatnot. So, and I just put a little slit in mine, and then that tucks right in there. That's where that flower came from, if anybody was wondering. Alright, so now we have a little decoration on here. We still have the thing and the thing. Alright, that's going behind it. And then I was working on, we have 3 of the pictures here. One's going, there's one more picture. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I did find the final fairy, and I'll show her when I flip through that. This is the page it's going on. I had ripped some of it off, so I just backed it with some music page, which now doesn't even show, but that's alright. And then covered it some more, apparently, and this is actually a tuck spot, which can be left there. And then I remembered that, you know, there's a lot of Celtic, you know, heritage with the fairies, and so I thought that I would go ahead and I'm just going to use the back of that, because maybe not use the back of this. Okay, so I thought I would add, that did not come out very strong. Okay, ink it better. Also, I'm using a distress ink, so, and it's forest moss. I like a forest moss. I really would like it to be a little bit stronger than that, though, if I have to put, oh, there we go. It's a little blurry, but that's okay. That was definitely user error. Me being the user causing the error. Could put something soft, smushy under there. That would probably help some, but you know, why would I make my life easier? That doesn't sound like me. Okay, just kind of give the, oh, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. And probably one more. Yeah, and even though I had ripped off some of the map, I still wanted to use it because it's got Italy on there. I'm sure we've got some people in this area. In Spain, I'm sure we have some people doing dephemerember in those places. Alright, let's see. Did I cover up too much? No, I can still see a little bit of the title there. Alright, and then this, no, this is just going to go down here in the corner so that I just need enough room for this to fit. So, as long as I have it over enough, so I'm going to be gluing that side and this side. And then that's what will stick out. Alright. I'm using art glitter glue. You can use tacky glue. The glue doesn't matter, you just want to make sure that it adheres well. The reason I like the art glitter glue is because it dries fast. That's also the reason that it's a pain in the butt. So what some people do, if they're, because somebody asked me about this, on their on their YouTube page when they were having some glue issues. But so you know the metal tip that you can get to go with your art glitter glue? Well, you do really hot water. Some people do boiling water to clean it out. Just have tweezers to hold it. Don't hold it when it's that hot. That's the main thing. All right, so we have this, and I have the title here. There's a little writing space there if I wanted, and there's the article. And then we have, you know, this little bit here, which keeps wanting to come up, so we'll add a little glue to that. I still can't say it. Cottingley. Cottingley. The Cottingley fairies. Oh my word. They were the Cottingley fairies. So if you want to look them up, they are mentioned in the article, the 5-minute history, that I will try to remember to link below. And then I just added her here and another piece from Barbara's kit. We've got that and this, and then that one other piece that goes in here. That goes back here. That's the biggest picture because that's the one they say was real. I mean, maybe it is. That would be just like fairies, right? Be like, well, you fooled them with these pictures. And even if you got pictures of us now, they're never going to believe you because, you know, you lied to them about the other ones. So there's that. There we go. And then there's that. So that is just a fun way to use a book page. You can use it as a page in your signature. You can attach it to a page as a pocket or a text spot, or you can even have it just be like for Happy Mail that you send in the mail. People like Happy Mail. So that is it for today, was Recycled Fairies, which I haven't been putting my title on mine. I keep forgetting, but that's okay. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.